lungs and our hearts, that our body's cholesterol, all of it. The brain is no less important. In fact, the brain might be the most important thing that we treat.
Right. I mean, it controls everything, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's our command center, right? Our brain says go and do, and we go and we do.
And it's just, I mean, it's rough thinking that people are going through this without the right support, and we need to be there to help more and to provide services, because no one deserves to go through that. Nobody deserves to go through that alone. I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
Yeah, it's terrible. And you having experienced it, right? You know exactly what it feels like to have those thoughts, to feel that anxiety with the new baby, and having to care for another little one, and just trying to get through day-to-day life when you feel fine is tough enough when you've got a baby. Right? But then you add all these other things on top of it. Yeah, absolutely. It can feel really, really isolating. And I'm so glad that we have some more information, but more importantly, that we're able to help.
I mean, everything's individualized. So if anybody is suffering with obsessive compulsive thoughts, I mean, like, people can relate, definitely, but not everyone knows exactly what you're going through. So it's, everyone has their own form and individualized where different thoughts, I mean, just different combination of thoughts. And it can be very time consuming if we give into those kind of thoughts. If there's obsessions and we have compulsions tied to them and we don't resist them, or we just kind of give into them, and that can take up half the day for some people,
Oh yeah. Sometimes the whole. You're right. Sometimes the whole day, half the day. Yeah, absolutely.
Going around the block, or going back and checking the garage door, or checking the house for. I mean, a lot of people do it, but it doesn't have to be like that all the time anymore.
Right. And that's exhausting. When you're a new mom and you're barely getting any sleep as it is, you bypass the compulsions entirely and just go straight to avoiding. I'm just going to avoid. I'm not going to do any of it, because if I don't do any of it, then I can't be stressed out about it.
And then things get out of control too.
Absolutely. So it's a cycle.
We have about 4 minutes left, so let's discuss how we can reach you, and if you have any websites or links that people can connect and get the help they need.
Yeah, absolutely. So the best way to reach us is by going to our website, herhopebehavioralhealth.com. And
that's HERHOPE.
That's it. Yep. Behavioralhealth.com. And we want for everyone to go in, read about us. But more importantly, the very first thing that you see on that page is a yellow button says schedule your free consultation. We meet with everybody for free by phone for the first 15 minutes, because we want to hear how we can help, and if what you're facing is something that we can help with right away, or we can connect you to somewhere in your state if you're calling outside of Florida.
Right, you got to make sure it's a good fit, and that's the right place to go.
Right, yeah, we get a lot of people call from out of state, so we want to make sure that we get you connected where we can. If you are outside of the state of Florida, one of the things that we suggest is that you go to Postpartum Support International's website, PSI for short. Their website is postpartum.net, and they can point you to a provider in your area, in your state, if you're outside of Florida. Another great website is 2020mom at 2020mom.org. They are really great at letting you know what legislation is coming down the pike for maternal mental health in the U.S., and have some great just resources on what postpartum depression looks like and what postpartum anxiety looks like, and how you can get some help in your area.
Right. And it's so important. It's so important for everyone to know that they're not alone, that there's somebody that understands everything. Like there's something, nobody is the only one, And that things can get better, and that there is hope.
Yeah. There is hope. There's always hope. Talk about it. Talk about how you're feeling. You are not alone. You're not the only mom who feels this way. There are other people who have lived it, who have survived it, and who want to provide you with some hope.
And you're not a bad mom for having anxiety or obsessive compulsive thoughts or anything. The worst thing that you could do is nothing. That's the choice, is to not do something about it is probably the most damaging of anything.
Absolutely.
So Her Hope Behavioral Health, and this is Lexi Bell, and to call and schedule a conference just to see if it's a good fit, because if you're suffering in silence, there's no need for it any longer.
Yeah.
Lexi, thank you so much for being on Moments of Clarity and for sharing your journey and everything. It's probably not easy for you to admit that you've been through this too, twice, but you're using your journey to help others, and that's the best way to go, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
I'm happy to do it. Thanks for having me on, Tiffany. I appreciate it.
Thanks for your time, and have a good day.
You too. Thanks, Tiffany.
We'll be back with Moments of Clarity every Thursday and Friday from 12 to 1. And I want to say thank you to Ed. Thanks to the team, for everybody for helping, and for the listeners for your support. We are stronger when we stand together as one. Everyone, be kind to yourself and to a stranger. You never know what they're going through. Have a nice weekend. Bye.
Find your joy, trust in you.